with over 110,000 sold that we wanted to make it today's hot pick, where the Rangemate, if you haven't heard of it, is a great kitchen item that's going to turn your microwave into your backyard grill. It's going to turn it into a steamer. It's going to turn it into a baking oven. And who would have thought you could get grill marks on a steak in the microwave?
Exactly.
Cindy Russo, she joins me this morning, and she's been bringing us great time-saving kitchen ideas since 1996. So, Cindy, this has been hugely popular. Who would have thought that you could make a juicy, succulent, what is that, kind of medium rare steak in our microwave?
That's because of the infrared technology. This is the Rangemate multi-cooker. So now you're going to be able to bake, you're going to be able to grill, you're going to be able to steam right in your microwave. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, from frozen or from, you know, right out of your refrigerator.
Well, this is the thing. With microwaves, they're notorious for drying out our food. That steak looks nothing dry.
That's because what happens is with infrared technology, it keeps the moisture in, it keeps the nutrients in. So instead of sucking the moisture out, it's moist, tasty, and delicious.
Well, you actually have a choice of colors in the Rangemate, and here's the technology. Cindy, tell me what's going on here.
We're showing you, this is a patented technology where you have metal, ceramic, and a special insulation. And what it's doing, instead of sucking the moisture out of that chicken, the moisture is staying in there, the flavor staying in there. If we had some broth, it would infuse it with the flavor of the broth.
Well, here's what you're going to get today. Yeah, you're going to get your Rangemate in your choice of colors. We have this in red, we have green, we have a blue, and we have purple. And I said the blue. And then you get your accessories. And the accessories include the steam pan. It has a muffin pan, because remember, we can bake in our Rangemate. And you also get a recipe book to help get you started and give you some ideas. All right, but what are you doing right now,
I'm
Cindy?
showing you, look how hot this gets. This is up over 400 degrees. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to take some butter. We're gonna make a little dessert here.
Yum.
We're gonna make some pineapples with some caramelized sauce. We'll put the pineapples in here.
Now, is it necessary to preheat the pan first when making this recipe?
No, it's not always necessary to preheat it. I just want to show you how hot it gets. And that's what enables it to get the nice grill marks you saw on that steak.
And then a little brown sugar. It's almost like Bananas Foster, but you did it with pineapple.
Yes, we did it with pineapples, a little bit of cinnamon. And the other great thing is cleanup is a breeze because it's a nonstick coating. So now we'll just put the cover on this, and we'll pop this back in the microwave for about a minute, and we'll have a delicious dessert. And we could put that on pound cake, we could put that on ice cream.
Yeah, I like the way you think. And Cindy, about how long did the steak take that you started with?
The steak takes about 3 minutes on each side. You got to get to know your microwave, so it might vary, but once you get the hang of it, it is quick, it is easy, and it is delicious.
A 6-minute steak with grill marks, just like if you were outside grilling, if you were doing it on your stove top, but now we don't have to heat up all those appliances. It takes a while for the outdoor grill to get to temperature.
Right, and what if it's raining outside, or what if you're just, you know, a couple or one person and you want to make a hamburger? Now look at this sausage. Look at how brown that gets. That's because of we're turning microwaves into infrared waves. Beautiful grilled sausage. And now what I'll do is I'll just take some peppers and onions, and I'll put them in here, and I could throw this back in the microwave for about a minute and a half, and we'll have great sausage and peppers in minutes, all in one little dish here. And it just wipes out clean. You don't need to, you know, do anything else to it.
And Cindy, you mentioned from frozen, because a lot of times I have my sausages and hot dogs in the freezer. I don't have to plan ahead. I can just throw it in the Rangemate.
That's what's great. If you didn't take it out the day before, you know, you might not get the grill marks if you
cook from frozen.
Yeah, cook from frozen, but it's still going to be delicious.
Great.
I want to show you something else too, because who would have thought that you could put bread in the microwave and make it toasty.
Like I did this in a press.
Exactly.
Like I made this on a grill, but it was in my Rangemate. Look at those cross hatching. So you turned it and flipped it 1 time or 2 times to get the marks.
And you can see that's nice and crusty, you know, not gummy and you know, doughy like the way
look at how the cheese is melted over the sandwich. You can make a nice cubano. All kinds of delicious things.
Look at this. It's perfectly melted. And again, this, if you can hear it, that's not, you know, what normally happens to bread
in the microwave.
But it's because of that infrared technology. Let me show you what I mean with this.
Yes.
Here we have a half of one. And you get a recipe booklet too. So this is the insulation. That's why we're allowed to put this metal in here. Then you have that nice nonstick surface. You could put this right on your table because it has the little trivets.
And so this really, that's why we add the colors, because it can go from the microwave to the table. This is perfect if you're just cooking for one or for a couple. And also, like you said, Cindy, if you don't plan ahead, you can get food from frozen to hot on the table literally in just minutes with the Rangemate. All right, I'm loving these reveals. Oh, it's our pineapples Foster.
Right, so here's our pineapples Foster.
And then you can put that on ice cream. I could see myself eating it as is.
Here we
but
go.
look at how handy dandy. You've got a nice big bowl of vanilla standing by. And it's a nice topper. Create sundaes instead of going out and paying $6, $7, $8 for a sundae
you know, if
at
you
the
have
local.
pineapples, and a lot of times too, you have pineapples or peaches, and maybe you didn't pick the right pineapple. But when you make it this way, if you put a little brown sugar and some butter and everything, you get a nice caramelized. It's delicious.
All right, now I want to take you through your colors once again, because as our hot pick today, as our featured item, this is on Easy Pay. 3 installments of $11.46, and your choice of green. We have purple, blue, and red, and it comes with the accessories. You have your grill pan, but you also have your muffin pan and your steam plate. And it looks like, I'm sorry, which color? The red. Red is very popular this morning, and blue will be the most limited of the choices. All right, so Cindy, I mentioned the muffin pan and also the steaming insert. How do we do that as well in our Rangemate?
Well, with the steaming insert, we have some shrimp I'll show you in a little bit. You could put water, you could put white wine, you could put some broth in the bottom. Here, we made some delicious flan. So I'll just get the spatula and show you how easily that'll come out.
Perfect size for a flan,
and it's caramelized on the bottom, so it's great.
Now I see
So we just put some water in the bottom, and you can see, just look at how beautiful, and that just comes right
nice
out.
and custardy.
You could make, we have French toast on the other side over
very
there.
good.
So you're gonna get a recipe booklet. There's also recipes online, but now you can bake in your microwave. No more keeping that big microwave in the kitchen just for popcorn and reheating.
Yeah, leftovers. We're actually cooking. We're turning the microwave into your backyard grill.
Yes.
It turns into your baking oven. It becomes a steamer. And microwaves, known for drying out our food. If you were reheating chicken wings, they would be rubbery and hard. If you reheat them in the Rangemate, is the Rangemate good for also reheating leftovers?
Yes, because again, it's that infrared technology is going to keep it moist and delicious. So if you have leftovers, especially like leftover chicken or any kind of a meat, it's going to keep it moist and delicious. So we're just putting a sticky sauce on our wings. And this is going to be, you know, better than if you went to a fancy restaurant and had them, and you can make them at home.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for the happy hour special of 25 cents a wing.
Exactly, and we just put them in for a couple of more minutes.
And this is great when you are having maybe game night at your home, the playoffs are taking place, maybe you had the big boxing match and you had people over to watch that. This is a way to cook at home quickly and fast. And K40746 is your item number. Three payments of $11.46. This is the example of steaming.
Yes, look at how beautiful our shrimp are. Now you could put white wine on the bottom, you could broth on the bottom, and the thing is, it's fast and it's easy. You're getting the deliciousness of whether you've baked or grilled or steamed, but in microwave time.
And notice, I see you have some broccoli in there that's steamed at the same time.
You steam your vegetables right along with it.
And what is the capacity inside the Rangemate?
That's
oh, sorry.
about a quart.
Okay, very good. So about a quart, and I mean, because that looks like a lot of food.
There is a lot of food in here, and you'll see we have a half a chicken in here too. And the steak was a pretty good size. You can usually fit about 3 good-sized Kansas City hamburgers in here
at one time. That way you don't have to do several batches. You could probably feed the entire family. And these are the burger. Oh, salmon.
Salmon. This
all right, now
is
that is
tremendous for
salmon in the microwave.
And you know what's nice too, when you use it in the microwave, nothing's going to splatter because you have that nice lid. When you bring this to the table, it looks nice on the table. It has the feet. You see, I'm not using a pot holders. It's, you know, stays cool around the edges. But look at how beautiful this salmon is.
And I will tell you right now, Cindy, I am obsessed. One of my local restaurants, they make a salmon Caesar, and they lemon poach the salmon. I could now make them at home. I see you've got a little lemon in there.
Yeah.
It looks delicious.
And look at how beautiful on the bottom, if you can see how beautiful that's grilled on the bottom.
And it cooked all the way through as well. So about how long would something like this take in the microwave?
Just a few minutes on each side, and again, you know, it depends on your there.
Oh, there
Look
we
at
can
that
see the
beautiful
grill.
grill mark on the bottom there.
So imagine coming home, maybe it's been a long day, you didn't take anything out from the freezer. You know, if you have some fresh fish in the fridge, this could be hot on the table in minutes. By the time you change your clothes, wash up, it's done.
Exactly.
And there you're having a hot, healthy meal for your family, whether it's fish, whether it's shrimp, steak, or you're just reheating leftovers. Those leftovers are like they were just cooked. And you mentioned half a chicken.
Right, you said capacity. Look at this. This is a half a chicken, and look at how beautiful those grill marks, you know, we just turned it over in there. Delicious, and it's perfect every single time. And then we could just take some sauce, put it on top there, and stick it in for another 30 seconds, and you have a delicious
Moist chicken.
meal. In minutes. It's great because you know what this is really good for too? Kids going off to college next year, the bridal showers this time of the year, you know, somebody getting their first apartment, you know.
Well, especially with the college students, all they have is a microwave most of the time.
Right.
They're not allowed to have hot plates anymore or anything of that nature, but they do have a microwave. So turn that microwave now into a baking oven. Turn it into a grill. It's a steamer. If you have a child that's going off and living in the dorms, this will be perfect for them. This is now the kind of the new millennial hot plate for the college student.
You will use this. It is my most used, you know, kitchenware in my kitchen.
You were telling me you're a big fan of the Rangemate when you got introduced to it. Oh, now dumplings do not reheat well. I love to eat them. I get them whenever we get carry out. But if I don't eat them all that day.
Look at that, how nice and crispy that got on that side.
And it's not going to get rubbery. It's not going to get doughy.
No.
It's going to still taste very moist and delicious. Well, so when you have leftovers, cook them in the Rangemate. And real quick before we go, Cindy, I want to do the colors one more time, just so you can see your options. As our hot pick today, we do have this on 3 easy payments and in your choice of blue. The red is hugely popular. You get your inserts, the muffin pan and the steam insert. We also have green and purple on 3 installments of $11.46.
Right, you get the recipe book with it. It will be the most used thing in your kitchen, and now you could do more with your microwave.
Well, close to 900 of you have dialed in to try your Rangemate. K40746 is your item number. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
This was a fun morning.
I know, that was quick.